Alright, but let's be real though. This one bench randomly sitting by itself underneath some trees for no reason is me. Me. Oh, honey. Hey guys, Lyra Linx here. I've been wanting to make a video for a little while now that I got an idea of the other day when I was out with my mom, and I haven't had the opportunity to record yet until now. So I just had a message sort of hit me recently that I just wanted to be able to share with other people. And that's that it's good to help others, I guess you could say. So basically, the story is that a couple days ago, my mother woke me up so that we could go out to the Secretary of State so that I could get my adult permit and, be able to drive again. Long story on that, why I don't have a license yet. Ooh, those are some good story times for another day. But, yeah, she woke me up. We were going to go to get my permit. And also while we were there, I registered to vote since I'm now 18. And at first, the day was just not that great. I woke up and she seemed like she wasn't in the highest of spirits, just not the greatest of moods. She even said that maybe she should have just stayed in bed that day, just like, should have just slept through it all. What's the point in getting up? So I wasn't sure how the day would go, but we went about our business. But we got in the car and she decided to stop at a gas station, an Admiral or Marathon or something like that it was. And she noticed, and I noticed a couple seconds after her, that there was a guy walking by, a little bit older, and he had a limp, it looked like to me. He seemed like he was struggling to walk on his own. And I just watched him walking, and I was wondering what he was doing. She caught on a lot quicker than I did, but he started to put these gloves on, and then he walked over to the trash and started to dig through it, just a little bit to the left of us. And so Mom looked at me, and she's like, I feel really bad for this person. They're digging through the trash to look for bottles. And I was like, oh, that's what they're doing? And then she told me how it's something that she had done before because she wasn't always living the life that we live now. We're not rich, but we're definitely better off than she used to be, even though we're still not wealthy. As a child, she didn't have a ton of money, so seeing that guy hit her even harder than it did me because, she had sort of been there, not as bad off. And so she felt compelled to help him. And she handed me a $5 bill, rolled down my window, and she pulled up over to where he was at. And we were like, hello, sir, how are you doing? We just wanted to offer this to you. And he was a very polite and nice guy. He seemed very surprised and genuinely a little bit happy that I had given it to him. And he made some small talk with us while we gave it to him, like, oh, how's it going with you? How are you beautiful ladies doing today? I don't know. Something along those lines. He was really nice about it. And so we just decided to do that small act and drive off. And I just really wanted to tell people about it, not to be like, oh, hey, look at my mom and me doing these nice, amazing things for people. It wasn't even that amazing. It was just $5. I just thought that my mom had a really good lesson, actually, to the whole thing. So even though she probably wouldn't want me to point her out to others, I kind of wanted to talk about it because I thought that it was cool. Because afterward, she turned to me and we talked about it. And she was telling me how you never really know what walks of life a person is coming from. You don't know a person's story, their struggles, what they're going through. And so helping out a person like that, it's a good thing to do. You just never know what's wrong with people. So it can be a good thing now and then to just spread cheer to others because everyone's going through their own personal issues. There are things that are really hard to get through in life. Sometimes just living our lives and being so comfortable with certain things and being used to having enough money for this or that, we start to take advantage of things or lose sight of other people in their situations. There are so many hurting people in the world. There are starving children. There are homeless people like that, struggling, finding money, just doing whatever they can. It just reminded me that sometimes you need to slow down and take a step back and look at people, recognizing them as fellow human beings and giving them the respect that they deserve, trying to help out people, because really you do never know. And I just thought that that was awesome. And even though my mom was having such a bad day to begin with, even when she was in this not great mood, she still had the heart to go out and help someone. And it disappoints me to look at all of the other people who didn't. And I'm really glad that she handed me the money and I was able to talk to that person too and gain that experience. Helping people, like, nothing in the world seems to feel better sometimes. And I thought it was really funny too, because when we went to Burger King while we were waiting for our number to be called, we just decided eventually at the Secretary of State that it was gonna take a while. So we just finally grabbed a number and then left to go get some food because we were hungry. We went to Burger King and our total came out to be $6.66. And as soon as Mom heard that come out of the lady's mouth, she was like, "Nope, I don't like that number. I will take a medium fry or something extra, please, thank you." And so she did not accept any of that evil and carried on with her day. And she spread joy throughout the entire day to everyone that she could. It was so strange. She went from being in a bad mood to helping somebody, and then she was in a good mood for the rest of the day and was just being very nice to so many people. It just felt like the day totally turned around just because she decided herself to stop being unhappy and to make something of the day. And so we enjoyed ourselves, and we even visited a gas station later on that day, and she complimented the workers on how well they always seemed to do, how cheerful it always seemed to be in there, and that she liked to stop there more than any other place just because she knew how well that the people there could do. And that really seemed to make the workers happy and smile. So that's basically all I have to say. I just really want to make that point, like, help someone today or throughout the week. Doing small acts of kindness may not seem like much. It may not seem like you're getting anything in return. You don't need to get anything in return. Sometimes it's good just to help people. And so I just think it's a positive message that I wanted to spread to people. Look at the people around you, or even just a total stranger. Maybe just do a kind act for someone this week. Like, I urge you. Because sometimes a small act from someone else is all that it takes to really lighten up a different person's day. Sometimes when you try to help, your kindness won't be accepted, but even then it's okay. Sometimes we can't make huge differences, but we can make the small differences that count. And I think that if everyone would stop and take time just to be nicer to each other, then we would have a better world. And I mean, everybody says that, but it just really sucks to look at people like that who have to struggle to get by and then see how few people act on it. Everybody else around us, there were so many other cars at that gas station. They saw the man too, I believe, and I don't think that anybody else cared. It looked like people were just ignoring him, acting like he wasn't there, and I didn't think that that was right. That's not treating a person like a person anymore. Just because he doesn't have money, just because he has to dig through the trash to get some, whatever he has to do, I don't think that people should judge for that. I think that it's incredibly sad, the state of the world, and that people even have to do that to begin with because they're not getting the help that they need, or who knows what other circumstances. Sometimes people do put themselves into their own holes, but it still just breaks my heart to look at and makes me want to reach out and help more. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting a little bit repetitive at this point, so that's it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe for more content, and I really hope to see you in another one. Bye!